How do you know something? How can you tell if something is true or false, if it's knowledge or just an opinion? This is what 1 John says. This is the message we have heard from him and declare to you. God is light. In him there is no darkness at all. How do you know if something's true? All right, I want to do a little game here. I know the games are over, but I'm going to need a couple of volunteers. Actually, I need 3 volunteers. So this morning I cut in front of someone in line, and I said it was for a good reason. It was a young lady. Does she want to volunteer? Is she here? Where? Do you want to be a volunteer? What? If you do, just come up here. You get the invite first. Okay, so I cut her in line. I need. Great, thank you. I need another volunteer. Who wants to be a volunteer? Let's do. This is hard. I feel bad about all the people I have to say no to. The pineapple shirt guy. Is that pineapples or what is that? Suns? What is it? What is it?
Palm trees.
Oh, palm trees. Palm trees. Oh, they're blurry. Or do I just need glasses?
They're blurry.
They're kind of blurry.
Yeah.
So it's not my fault I couldn't see. Okay. And I need one more. Okay, standing up way in the back. Yeah, that's you. You're the furthest. No, not you. Sorry, you got to sit down. I feel kind of bad for you. Not that bad, though. Okay. As you're making your way up, what's your name?
Caden.
Where are you from, Caden?
Coshocton, Ohio.
Coshocton, Ohio.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like your palm trees,
Thank
pineapples, whatever they are.
Yeah.
Okay, so Caden, all right, I need you to come over here. What's your name?
Alex.
Alex, where are you from?
Well, I come from Living Creek Christian Church.
You come from, okay, Living Creek. And where is Living Creek Christian Church?
Moni,
Illinois. Okay, Illinois. So that's where I live too. Not in Moni, but I live in Illinois. Okay. And what's your name?
I'm Emily.
Emily? Okay, Emily, come over here. So one more time. Emily, where are you from?
I'm from Edgerton, Ohio.
Edgerton, Ohio. Not a lot of fans of Edgerton in the house. Okay. So Emily, what is it? Caden. Alex. Okay. Emily, Caden, and Alex. I have a bag of tricks here, and I want you to reach inside and tell me what it is. Now, whatever you pull out, before you pull it out, you have to tell me what you think it is that you're about to pull out of the bag. Nothing in here will... Be careful when you put your hand in. And you have to tell me what you think, so you can hold the mic, what you think it is that you have in your hand before you pull it out. And then you all have to see if you think she's right, and then you're going to pull it out and we'll see if you're correct.
Sweet.
So if you guess wrong, we're all going to see that you are wrong.
That is okay.
You're okay with that, Emily?
Yes.
Okay, hold the mic a little closer.
Hello.
Not that close. You know what? I'm going to take it back.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. You can have it. Okay. Hand in. Feel around. You can't look. You got something?
Yes.
Hold on. Don't put it out yet.
I'm not.
You sure you know what it is?
Yes.
What is it?
A fork.
A fork?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, pull it out. It's a fork. All right. Now, how would you all have known if she was right or not? You just trusted her. Why would you think that she would be? You can keep, I stole that from the calf. So if you could just return it for me, that'd be great, Emily.
Yeah,
Thank
sure,
you.
I can do
Okay, we still need you, so just stand over here. Okay, Alex. Same thing. Don't pull it out. Pick something up. Now, I forgot to do this. Before she pulls it out, I want you all to say if you think she's right, okay?
Okay. I think it's an orange.
You think it's an orange.
Yeah.
You guys think?
It's an orange.
Who thinks she's right? Who thinks she's right? You all think she's right. Does anybody think she's wrong? They do not believe you. It could be a baseball or, no, you're sure it's an orange. Pull it out. It's an orange. All right. Thank you, Alex. You hand the microphone over to Caden. Okay, thank you. Go stand over here. I need you. Okay. All right, Caden.
Yeah.
It's time for you to look inside.
Okay.
All right. You have a fan.
Yeah. Can I bring him up here?
No, don't bring him up here.
Okay. You sure?
He's flexing at you. I'm a little concerned. About this. Okay. Hand in. What do you feel something? You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, what is it?
Feels like a dollar bill.
A dollar bill?
Yeah.
You think I would put a dollar bill in here?
Yeah.
Okay, do you think he's right? No.
Thanks,
a lot of
guys.
people don't.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
They don't trust you. I think it's the palm trees. They don't trust them.
Probably not.
Okay, pull it out. It's a dollar bill. You can keep that. You can keep the fork too, or return it if you have a conscience. Okay, hold on. All right, so now the questions get a little harder. You guys ready for some harder questions? I can have this back? Okay, go stand over here. Go stand over here. Okay, Alex, I'm going to ask Caden first. It's a little bit harder. What is justice?
I don't know, like the right thing, I guess?
And what's the right thing?
I don't know. It depends on the situation.
Is he right? That's sufficient? The right thing? Hey, no booing. It's a hard question. I want to hear your answer. I want to hear what you think justice is. Okay, Alex, what is beauty?
Me. No, I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding.
Wow. I'm not going to ask if people think you're wrong. I'm just going to say maybe try another definition. So if no one conforms to Alex, they are not beautiful. Is that what you're saying?
No.
No. So it's more than just you.
Yeah, it's everyone.
It's everyone.
Yeah.
So if everyone is beautiful, oh, that's a sweet thought, but that means that, it's a meaningless term then, right?
Only if you make it meaningless.
But didn't you make it meaningless by saying that everything is beautiful?
Well, you have to find beauty in everything.
You have to, why?
That's the way you find good in the world.
That's the way you find, so if it's not beautiful, there's no good.
Doesn't have, yeah, basically.
You guys buy that? You think she's right? It's very mixed. It's very mixed. But I like your brave, Alex. I appreciate it. Okay, Emily,
Yes.
define friendship.
Oh, that's a good one. I describe that as family.
So you're saying that the friendship is, so if
is
someone's not in
like-
your family, they can't be your friend.
What?
Sorry, guys.
No.
That's what she's saying.
Qualify everyone as a friend.
So everyone's in your family.
Yes.
So you don't even care about your mom more than Alex?
Whoa, man.
Well, if everyone's family and everyone's a friend,
That's my sister.
that's your sister.
That's my twin sister.
Like your real sister or
Yes.
like your sister who's a friend? I don't know. See, Emily, thank you. Thank you, guys. You can keep all of your things except for please return the fork. Okay, we can shut this down. Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't want that to fall. So some things are harder to know than others, right? So now I'm going to test you guys. I'm going to throw a picture up here. I want you to tell me, but let the picture come up before you answer. I'm going to ask you what you see, okay? We see the picture. Hold on. You're not listening to directions. Wait, keep shouting. Okay. Shh. It didn't work. Shh. I'll try it one more time. Maybe it'll. Shh. Okay, that was kind of cool. All right. So, what do you see? Okay. Who's over here? You see a bunny? Who sees a bunny? Okay. Who sees a duck? Who sees both of them? This guy sees both of them. There's a bunny and a duck. Does anybody not see both of them? You're ashamed. Okay, next one. Okay. Some passionate feelings. Hey. Shh. I know this is so 2015. What color do you see? Shh. I didn't ask you. Shh. What? You see blue and black. You see a blue and black dress. Yeah. Where'd it go? Do you really see that, or are you just saying that? Because I think you're crazy. Okay. Does anybody see something else? What do you see? White and gold. Okay. Are blue and black people, who thinks it's blue and black? All right, put him down, put him down. Our white and gold people. I'm serious, this is intense. So how do you know? How do you know? Because hold on, shh. You're looking at the same thing. Some people see blue and black, some people see white and gold. Rational people see white and gold. So how do you tell the difference? Okay, last one. We're gonna hear a sound. Hold on, before we play the sound. The disdain. Wow. All right, play it.
Laurel.
Okay,
Laurel.
who hears
Laurel.
What do you hear?
Laurel.
She hears Laurel. Who hears Laurel? Does anybody hear anything different? Okay, what do you hear? What? Hold on, shh. I didn't ask you guys. What do you hear? Yanny. Do we have any Yannies in the house? Some of you are raising your hands twice. You're confused. So how do you know? Is it Laurel or is it Yanny? All right, I'm going to pray and then we'll dig into 1 John. Father, I thank you for these students. I pray that you would speak and that we would listen. I pray that you take away anything that I'm going to say that's not from you, and that you would just use this time to teach these students about who you are, what it means to live in the light, how not to live in the dark. And I pray that you would guide our time together. In Jesus' name, amen. So how do you know something? How do you know? Not about a silly video or a sound or a dress that's clearly white and gold. It's actually not. It's actually, if you look at the picture correctly, which I don't know why this is the case. It is literally, like if you have the right colors next to it, it is black and gold. You're correct. So I'm wrong in this. And it is originally Laurel, although both sounds are recorded, like the duck and the rabbit, both sounds are present in the recording. I just think you're crazy if you hear Yanny. So how do you know if somebody's a Christian? What signs would you point to? What could you say that would identify, oh, this person is a Christian? Ask them. Okay, so you could ask them and then they could say, well, yeah, I'm a Christian. What if somebody claims to be a Christian, but they aren't? Is such a thing possible? 1 John says it this way in 1 John chapter 2, verses 18 through 19, dear children, this is the last hour, and as you have heard, the Antichrist is coming, and even now many Antichrists have come. Do you think an Antichrist is a good thing? It would seem to be like someone who's Christ, right? You guys are brilliant. I love this. Okay, so these people would seem to be not Christians, right? Because they're anti-Christ. Make sense? But listen to this. This is how we know it's the last hour. They went out from us, but they did not really belong to us. For if they had belonged to us, they would have remained with us, but their going showed that none of them belonged to us. Where did these antichrists come from? They came from John's people. They came from John's church. Last night we talked about this a little bit, that the book of 1 John is written by the Apostle John, one of Jesus' 12 disciples, one of the inner three. And so John writes this letter, this essay, this whatever 1 John is, this book number 62 of 66. So it's at the very end of the Bible almost. And it's written to these people, and the point of this letter is to clarify, to illuminate, to shed light on who really is a Christian and how you might know, is this person really a Christian? So John writes to clarify, because apparently there are people who are going out claiming they're Christians, but they aren't really. So how do you know? Well, this is what John says in 1 John chapter 2, verse 7, dear friends, I am not writing to you a new command, but an old one, which is what you have heard since the beginning. This old command is the message you have heard. Now listen, why should we listen to John? about who really is a Christian and who isn't? What does John have that we don't? He was there, right? He saw Jesus. He walked with Jesus. He saw his face. He felt what it was like to sit in the garden with Jesus and try and stay up all night and pray before he was arrested. He was there on the Mount of Transfiguration when Jesus transformed into something heavenly. John was there when Jairus' daughter was dead, and Jesus walked into the room and he grabbed her hand and he said, "Little girl, get up," and she rose from the dead. John was there. So if anybody knows what it means to follow Jesus, who should know? John. I'm not writing you a new command, but an old one. John writes to illuminate, to clarify, to shed light on who this Jesus is. It's not a new command. What's the command? I'm writing you a new command. Is it new or is it old? I don't know. Its truth is seen in him and you because the darkness is passing away and the light is already shining. What is this command that he writes? Anyone who claims to be in the light but hates his brother is still in the darkness. Whoever loves his brother lives in the light. How do you know if somebody's a Christian or not? John writes to illuminate, to clarify, to shed light. Is it a new command or an old command? Well, this is an old command, right? Deuteronomy chapter 6, love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, strength, and mind. Leviticus 19:18, we all get up every morning, we read Leviticus chapter 19, verse 18. Love your neighbor as yourself. It's an old command, right? But in the life of Jesus, at one point, someone comes up to Jesus and they say, "Jesus, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" This is Luke chapter 10. And you know what Jesus says? What do you think? Keep the commandments. Do the things that Moses said. Obey the old commands. Love your neighbor as yourself. And the guy says, "Yeah, I've done that. And I think that's right. You're supposed to love your neighbor as yourself." But he does what we all do when we're trying to justify ourselves, right? When we see that person that's alone at the table and we go, "You know what? I could go over there. I could, shine. I could be there and visit that person, but is that person really my neighbor? I mean, they're so uncool. Is this person who's different than me, are they really Jesus, who's to say who my neighbor is? Couldn't we all just sort of, is it really the person that says that looks like that? Is that really my neighbor?" So it's an old command, but what we do with this old command is we make it, it's not something we really need to follow. It's not something that we really need to, not with this person, right? And so what Jesus does is he gives us a new command in John 13. This is after the very last supper. Jesus is about to go to the cross. John 13, he gets together with his disciples, and only John tells us the story. Matthew, Mark, and Luke don't tell us. They tell us about the Last Supper, but they don't tell us about this event. They're at the Last Supper, and they come in, and they've been walking around, and their feet are covered in poop. Because in the ancient world, that's what there were no toilets, right? So if you had some stuff you needed to get rid of, what would you do? You just throw it out the window on the streets. And so they're going in and they're going to sit down for dinner and they're going to lay down and their feet are going to be next to each other. So what do they need to do? What do they need to do to these feet that are covered in disgusting stuff? They got to wash them. And this was obviously, you know this probably, the job reserved for the lowest slave in the house. But what happens? Jesus gets down on his hands and knees and he washes their feet. And then he says this, John 13, verses 34 through 35, "A new command I give to you." It's a new command. You ready? "Love one another as I have loved you. You must love one another. By this, all men will know that you are my disciples if you love one another." And we go, love, yeah, the love of God. And we make it this esoteric thing, a theological concept, something that doesn't touch our lives, right? When you think of the love of God, we're going to use a different image for the love of God every day. Today, when you think about the love of God, I want you to think of an airport bathroom. My friend Aaron was on a flight. He was at O'Hare Airport. He was running to catch a flight, and he rushed into the bathroom. He had to use his bathroom. He goes in, and as he's in there, he's washing his hands, and he's starting to leave, and he just hears this small voice. Help. He wasn't even sure if he heard anything. Help. He realized that from the handicap stall in the corner, he had heard this sound, and so he kind of makes his way over there. And he says, "Hello? Help me." And the stall's locked, and he kind of knocks on it and says, "Everything okay in there? Can you come? Can you help me?" And so he's kind of like, what do I do? The stall is locked, and he's a tall guy, peeks over, and you can see that this man has tried to transfer himself from his wheelchair to the toilet and has failed to do so and covered himself in excrement on the way. Can you help me? The love of God is not an abstract concept. It's a filthy bathroom where someone needs help getting cleaned up. It's someone who sits alone at lunch every single day, and you know who I'm talking about. You can see that person in your mind's eye right now. It's that person who is hopelessly uncool that's in your youth group that you hope does not come with you to lunch because you don't have to bear with them. The love of God. How do you know if somebody's a Christian or not? John tells us it's not a new idea, but it is a new idea because what we do is we take this old truth and we push it far and far away from us. So today, as you think about what is the love of God, I want you to think about an airport bathroom. Some people claim things that aren't true. What if I told you I was on the Cleveland, do we have any Cleveland Cavaliers fans? There's a couple here. I'm surprised there's not more, honestly. So what if I told you I was on the Cavs? What would you say? We've got a true believer over there. You would laugh at me, and then you might interrogate my claim, right? Well, do you go to practice? No, I don't go to practice. Practice. Who needs practice, right? Practice. So do you sit the bench? I've watched all the games. I don't see you on the bench. No, I don't sit on the bench. But yeah, I'm on the team. I have a jersey and everything. So do you have your own number? No, I don't have my own number. I wear a jersey of, but I'm on the team. What would you conclude after interrogating my claim that I'm on the Cavs? I'm a what? I'm a liar, right? That's what you would call me. What if I told you I love my wife? I love her so much, and I do. I love my wife. She's beautiful. She's kind. She's a great mom. She's an incredible woman. And then, later, you saw me taking another woman out to a romantic dinner. This girl is this is a hypothetical. This isn't real, okay? Just bear with me. And then later you saw, at night, I brought this woman into my room, my dorm room. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. I love my wife. I love her. She's wonderful. Or you heard me saying things about how terrible she was and how she was ugly and how I didn't care about her, but I love her. I love her. What would you call me? A liar, right? You call me a liar. What if I really believed it, though? Hold on. What if I really believed it? What if I really believed it was okay to do those things and that was love for my wife? What would you call me then? Deceived, right? This is what John says. 1 John 4:19 or 4:20. If anyone says, I love God, yet hates his brother, he is a liar. Anyone who does not love his brother whom he has seen cannot love God whom he has not seen. If he has given us this command, and he has given us this command, whoever loves God must also love his brother. Do you want to love God? Be in the light? The one in whom there is no darkness. How do you do it? How do you show that you are a Christian? You love. And not an abstract, distant kind of, oh yeah, I love everybody. You love like a filthy airport toilet.